tell us what crime you did, and we're going to guess if you got arrested or not. And we tested it out on Facebook, and it blew up. So you tell us the crime you did, and we're going to guess if you got arrested or not. We might throw some Diamondback tickets your way, too. Daisy, good morning.
Hi, good morning. I started a fire in an abandoned house.
Okay. Ooh, that's big.
Now,
Pretty big.
on accident, or were you being a little pyro?
I was being a little pyro.
You got busted.
I think she got away with it.
I think you got arrested.
Do I say now?
Yeah.
I did not get arrested. I was in middle school, and I was ditching with some friends, and we were just walking, and obviously you don't want to get caught, so we just found this place, and we were silly, and we started like a fire with like paper, just BS stuff, and thankfully it did not get out of control. It was caught by a neighbor who was training to be a police officer. Long story short, just had a big scolding in front of my mom.
Oh, you got caught, not arrested.
Right, I got caught, but not arrested, yeah.
Okay. All right, that's good, Daisy. That's good. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you, bye.
Bye. Teresa, you tell us the crime you did. We're going to guess if you got arrested.
Hi. Okay. So I snuck into a military base with my dad.
Whoa.
With your what?
With her dad.
Oh.
She snuck into a military base.
Is that against the law?
I'm sure they have gates up there for a reason at military bases. I'm going to say that you got busted by the military police, but not arrested.
I feel like you got away with it because, like, you were with your dad.
I think you got busted.
What happened?
Okay. So we did get caught by military police, but we did not get arrested.
Why did your dad want to do that?
Well, this was back in 2014, and me and my daughter, who was 2 at the time, we were just going to go on vacation, and my dad wanted to tag along to get some official documents signed at the military base where he was stationed. And they were closed at the time. They told him to come back Mondays, and we were just going to breeze out the other exit. And he was just like, let's just go drive around. And I was like, Dad, I don't think we can do that. But he said, no, it'll be all right. And my dad was kind of a crazy guy. So it's always an adventure with my dad. So I never said no to my dad. So we were driving around the base, and we ended up way in the back where they were actually doing drills, like firearm drills and the obstacle course drills. We were in there for about maybe a good 10, 15 minutes until we were finally noticed by the military police, and they followed us around. And eventually they did turn on their lights, but I didn't see it. After maybe a few minutes, and then we finally stopped. They pulled us out, asked us what we were doing, taking our information, my license, my registration, everything. And when my dad explained why we were there, they eventually kind of laughed it off. And I was freaking out because my 2-year-old daughter was in the back, and I was like, oh my God, am I going to go to jail? Is my daughter going to be taken? But they eventually let us go. They just told us be more careful next time. They just gave my dad a little salute because he was a sergeant, a retired Marine Corps sergeant. And we left and went and enjoyed the rest of our vacation.
All right. Well, thank you, Teresa. Have a great day. Thanks for listening.
You too. Thank you.
Ana, are you there?
Yes.
Hey, you tell us the crime.
Okay, so I may or may not have been using my alley neighbor's window pane as target practice. They had a 4x4 window with that, gets cut out with the wood pieces, so there's 16 individual windows. And I may or may not have been throwing rocks to see if I can get a bullseye for each one across the alley.
I may or may not.
All right. So did you get arrested?
I did not. I was a little younger, and it went around hey, there's somebody, going around houses, vandalizing, and my parents look at me and ask, hey, is this you? And, I didn't know how to lie back then, and I'm like, yeah. So we had to walk all the way to their house and sit down and look at them and apologize.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you. Chewy, what was your crime?
Hello.
Hey.
Hello?
Yeah, what's your crime? Go ahead.
When I was 14, me and a friend, we broke into Christown Mall at like 1, 2 in the morning. We stole some stuff, went home, got away with it. We thought we were so cool, we did it again.
Uh-oh.
This time we took up a couple more friends. Little did we know, one of the friends was not as smart as we thought he was. Well, we were kids, so we obviously weren't smart. But the second time I did get caught.
And charged with anything?
Yeah, I was a kid, so they gave me 2 years probation.
Ooh.
And then my mom was mad. My
I
mom
bet.
was so pissed because we got away. Like we were running on top. We got on top of the roof of the mall, and there's latches up there you can open and get into the mall. So we did that, and then then we saw that the cops. We could see through the windows. We got into the Big 5 Sporting Good, and outside the window you can see the police out there. So we took off. Boom! So the guys I was with, they grabbed a whole bunch of stuff. I was like, forget this. I'm trying to get out of here. Well, they had dogs out there. They had helicopters out there. And then I lived right behind the mall on Coulter and 18th Avenue. I lived right there. We all lived right there. So we got away, and we're walking home, and the sun's starting to come up, and I seen a cop car, and I was like, nah, things aren't right. So I started running, and I hear the big old mic. They call me by my government name.
Not just Chewy. Not just Chewy. And then you see
my mom, and I kept running. I was like, I'm out of here. And I see my mom's car pull up behind the police car. And I was like, okay, it's over.
Yeah.
Your mom riding with the cops
Mom
with the whole,
was
The cops have
convoy.
the cops have the taser out. Your mom's got the chunkla. She stops you with the chunkla.
Yeah, I was like, get me out of here. Hurry up, get me out of here.
All right, Chewy, hold on. I think you're in the running for some Diamondback ticket. That's a good story. Hold on.
Busted.
877-937-1047. Tell us the crime you committed. We're going to guess if you got arrested or not. Tell us the crime, and we're going to guess if you got arrested or not. On Facebook, Christopher says, now I'd love it if we can find Christopher, call us. Christopher says, I picked up a girl at a bar. We're going to an after-hours party and stopped at Circle K to pick up some more beers. We pull up and I see a cop car parked at the side of the building. She reaches in her purse and hands me an open bottle of beer. Next thing I know, I hear a knock on my window, and it's the police. They see me behind the wheel with an open bottle. Ooh. Did he get arrested? Did he not get arrested? Another one on Facebook. This one is so crazy. My daughter kidnapped and smuggled the neighbor's refugee kids on the school bus.
Oh my gosh.
And the school called. I told her I wondered why the parents came over but couldn't understand him. They called the apartments and the resource officer drove them home. She did it again the next day. So she kidnapped these kids.
Whoa, that's
This
heavy.
woman, Gloria Ann says, road rage. Girl was not in the right lane. I had just gotten Wendy's, so while she was yelling, I took a handful of fries and threw them in her face. She screamed and said she was going to call the cops. I said, make sure you tell them it was a drive-by frying. Want to know, what crime did you commit? We're going to guess if you got arrested. Good morning, Rob. What'd you do?
All right, short and sweet. My young 19, 20-year-old brain, I had traded in a vehicle with custom wheels on it. And a couple weeks later, I was walking into the mall, and I saw it, and they never got my second set of keys. So I thought it would be funny to jump in my old car and drive it all the way around on the opposite side of the mall just so that the new owner would lose their mind, but everything actually be okay. So designed to be a prank, but in the eyes of society, I broke the law.
Oh, man. I don't think you
eyes
got
of
arrested
society.
for that. They probably reported it missing, though. But I don't think you got arrested
It
for
was
that.
correct, but I wasn't even thinking about the full-scale investigation that was done because they thought it was a stolen vehicle, and obviously there's cameras everywhere at the mall. So I did get a talking to and was forced to give back the second set of keys that I should have never had in the first place.
I mean, you were trying to be funny. Although I guess they don't let you get off the law just for being funny.
All right, Rob. Thanks for calling in, brother.
Appreciate
Tyler, you tell us the crime. We're going to guess if you got arrested.
So I got into a high-speed chase as a chubby 13-year-old on a dirt bike that lasted about 15 miles.
Whoa.
Who was chasing you?
The police.
But
You
like
got
in
this.
cars, helicopters?
Yeah, so, well, that one was, I was later told that they did phone in a helicopter from it was a small town, Bullhead City. I was later told they did phone in the helicopters, but 15-mile high-speed chase.
Wow. Nice.
What did we think? Did he get busted?
Yeah, I think you totally got busted.
You can't outrun the cops on a bike, can you?
You can. In a smaller town, you can get away with it, but also being a smaller town, they showed up to my house 7 hours later.
I'm sure.
yeah.
They're probably
All right.
bothered that you took him on such a long chase.
Thanks, Tyler.
Yeah.
Thanks, brother. Hold on. I say, hey, Chewy, you still on hold?
Yes, sir.
You want to go to the Diamondbacks game?
Heck yeah.
All right. We got you. Tickets are yours. You get 4 tickets to Diamondbacks game. It's
Really awesome.
yeah, the 25th at Chase Field. It's ladies' night.
Oh, my wife's going to love that.
Yeah. It says, ladies,
Oh,
the field
heck
is
yeah.
yours. Join us at Chase Field Tuesday, August 25th for Women's Night at the Arizona Diamondbacks take on the Chicago Cubs. Purchase a Women's Night special event ticket pack. Receive Arizona Diamondbacks charm bracelet. You won't want to miss out on the fun. Baseball, an opportunity to honor amazing women in your life. Claim your tickets at dbacks.com/women. Well, you're going for free, Chewy.
Awesome. I love it. Heck yeah. You guys are the best.
Who knew that escaping off rooftops would eventually get you Diamondbacks tickets? That's amazing.
Who knew, right? I'm going to tell my mom because she made me still go to Saturday school the next morning.
All right. Hold on, Chewy. Hold on. Thanks for listening. Diana, good morning. What's going on?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, I'm calling because I wanted to give Kyle a shout out because she pushed me to go to the dermatologist and get checked and get some stuff removed. However, I would like to make a PSA that when you go, you have to get naked, and nobody told me that. Nobody. I thought they were just going to check something on my leg, and that's the end of it. She's like, no, honey, you need to take off everything, and if you're comfortable, just take off your underwear, too. Well, at this point, mine has let everything out, right? Like, okay, fine. The problem is that I have my toddler with me, and he started trying to take off his clothes, too.
Oh, no.
So I'm like, no, dude, you don't need to take your clothes off. Like, we're good. Like, you don't need to. And then he's like, like telling me. And I'm like, oh, my God. I'm trying to chase this kid with a little paper dress that covers nothing. It covers nothing. And, like, I feel like I'm new to the adult world since I have a 2-year-old. And before that, like, I depended on other adults. Now I'm the adult. I'm like, oh, no. So the dermatologist comes in, and I'm, like, mooning her because I'm running around with my toddler. So, yeah, that was fun. That was really fun.
Way to go, Kyle.
Sorry.
She saved your
I
skin,
should have
though.
warned you. You're right. It
You
is kind of
saved
embarrassing.
me. Yeah, it's like a whole another level of adulting, like a whole another level.
For real.
But no, I'm glad I went. I'm
glad you
So
went. too.
I'm Easton's mom, and then the last time I called you guys, I was getting ready to go to the hospital to have the second baby a few months ago.
Oh, did you name your kid Easton because Kyle named her kid Easton?
Yes, I did.
And so you went to
I
the
did,
dermatologist because Kyle went to the dermatologist. What's next, Kyle? What is she going to do next? What else are you doing?
What's on your list? Punch list.
Well, what other embarrassing things
Big
do we need to do?
Big fan. But no, the second baby has a different name now. So,
What's that baby's name?
his Enoch Silas.
That maybe Kyle will have a kid named Enoch Silex.
Yeah, maybe I got to start following
Maybe
you now.
she should.
All right,
Yeah.
Diana. Thank you
But
for
no,
listening.
thank you so much. But yeah, PSA, you got to get down to how the good Lord brought you in.
All right.
Very true.
Good luck. Thank you for calling in.
Bye.
Actually, it's a really good PSA to go to the dermatologist and get checked.
Yeah.
You got to. You never know.